Hi everybody. Well, we're into it now. We're going into week 4 of the Run Sport training clinics, and I don't know about you, but my last few runs have been in really dry, sunny weather, and that's been a real treat after all the rain that we've had. So I hope you've had a good recovery week. Week 3 was meant to be more of a recovery week to set you up for the next microcycle of our Run Sport Clinic training program. And that means we're going to get into some hills in weeks 4 and 5 before leading into our second recovery week in week 6. So this next 3-week period, I want you to keep on doing all the habits and practicing the drills, practicing all the good posture habits that you've been starting already. If you have momentum going with your training, you've been getting in your 3 sessions a week or doing whatever other training that you do outside of the clinics, that is awesome. So you have started the momentum, and now we're just going to keep the ball rolling, and we're going to build our strength. So I built running hills and walking hills into the program this year because it is a really great way to reinforce your form again by running uphill. It's a great way to get stronger in your lower limbs by running uphill and not having the pounding of gravity. And it's really good for your emotional and mental strength because running up hills is a little bit harder. You're pushing up against gravity. And during the workouts that you're doing the hills, you can work on that positive mindset, whatever it means to you, whatever you need to do to coach yourself through it. It's one of those running hills and walking hills, wheeling hills are one of those workouts where you can pre-visualize the workout and you can pre-visualize how you want to be in the workout and the kind of things that you want to say to yourself, the way you want to feel in the workout, and then you can enact them while you're actually doing the session. And so through that practice, you will become a stronger athlete, and it'll lay down some really good positive mental skills for race day, which is coming up in a few weeks. So what I want to stress this week, and I covered it in my blog, which comes alongside this section, is about your perceived effort, because we're going to get into the part of the training program now where you will actually start feeling stronger, and you may feel like you want to do more, or you may feel like you have the strength to go faster during sessions. So I really want you to focus and tune into your own body and make sure that you don't start overdoing it too early in the 14-week program. Because even though we've got 3 weeks under our belt and we've got some momentum going, we are still early in the program and your body is still susceptible to breakdown. Well, it is susceptible to breakdown at any time if you overdo it. So be super conscious and mindful over the next few weeks of making sure that you do workouts at your pace, that you're in the right pace group, that you don't feel forced to go at anybody else's pace, and that when you have a recovery interval in the session, if there's like a fast section and then a recovery section in the actual clinic sessions, make sure you are completely switching gears between the fast bit and the recovery bit. So the switching gears means you can fully feel a change in pace. You shouldn't have to look at your watch. You shouldn't even have to take your heart rate, or you shouldn't even have to look at your Garmin. You should be able to intuitively feel what fast is and what slow is, or what a change of pace is, just like you could tell if you were getting into a hot shower or a cold shower. So I really encourage you and invite you to start tuning into that awareness of pace and effort and how it relates to you and your fitness. And that will help set you up to be a really smart athlete. So not just a strong athlete, but a really smart athlete. And a smart athlete is an athlete that knows themselves, has confidence in their ability and their limits, and is able to make small micro adjustments even on a daily basis to make sure that you're always moving in a positive and forward direction with your training and not getting to the point where you might be setting yourself up for injury or burnout. And I know I talk a lot about injury prevention, but I'm a very proactive coach, so that if we can set people up for success by looking ahead, then we have a greater chance of having success. I am going to jump back in next week and give some more information about hills, some more things to think about. But I'm going to leave you with this for anybody who's ever been at one of my clinics and had me coach them through a hill workout. One of my favorite coaches was Al Yar from my university days at Dal. And he used to stand on the top of hills during cross-country races, and he used to yell down the hill at me, "Dance, Lucy, dance." And that was, for me, was a really positive cue for getting up the hill in a really light, graceful, and joyful way. So have fun with it, be smart, and really support